Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rajin Redwan from Khulna University of Engineering and Technology. On the behalf of MELBU, and my co-host is Durzar Rahman. We are welcoming all of you to the grand finale of MELBU Presents Future Founders League. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. It's a pleasure to welcome all to witness the final battle of the Future Founders League, presented by More Entrepreneurial Life at Bangladesh Universities. MELBU started its journey with a vision of inspiring entrepreneurial mindset among the students of Bangladesh. So it introduced the flagship program, Future Founders League, targeting 6 reputed universities in the South. More than 100 teams competed to reach semi-final. And among those 60 semi-finalist teams, we got our top 8 who will be batting today for the title. So let us know more about MELBU. Introducing you MELBU, which is More Entrepreneurial Life at Bangladesh Universities. The mission, MELBU has a various mission to achieve, but the core missions of the MELBU is to encourage the entrepreneurial mindset to the students of Bangladesh universities and as well as provide them resources and paths to set up their own business. MELBU has some key activities. One of them is summer school, locating high potential students in the 6 partners HES who possess entrepreneurial mindset through idea generation competitions. The second one is entrepreneurship center in campus training and entrepreneurship learning facilities. Creating a digital research networking ecosystem, which is crowdsourcing platform, is one of the other activities of MELBU. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the project director of MELBU Management, Professor Dr. Uz Dornberger from Leipzig University of Germany. Here, the honorable university leads, under their supervisions, the executive team work hard to conduct all this program, the Future Founders League. Professor Dr. MD Nur Nubim from Khulna University, Professor Dr. Mursalin Billah from Khulna University, and Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam from Khulna University. Moving for the other university leads, here we have Professor Dr. Nur Nubim Mullah from Khulna University of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Piotr Wezza from State University, Maritime University of State, and Dr. Sheikh Ashikur Zaman from Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Science Technology University, Farzana Akhtar from Northwestern University, Dr. MD Mahadi Hassan from Joshua University of Science and Technology, and last but not the least, SM Munirul Islam from Northern University of Business and Technology, Khulna. I'm glad to introduce you with the MELBU support team, the organizing lead, Rafi Mohammad Khan from Khulna University, technical lead, Ifaz Ahmed from Khulna University.
Thank you very much, Rajin Redwan, for his amazing speech. Now, I would like to invite our MELBU project Bangladesh Consortium lead, Professor Dr. MD Nurunubi sir, Professor of Business Administration Discipline, Khulna University, to welcome to say his welcome speech. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, thank you, Durjay, for inviting me here. And this is my honor and privilege to welcome the members on the jury panel. And I really like to thank that they joined and they extended their hand to support MELBU within a very quick notice. And some of them are supporting the MELBU in particularly this competition from the very beginning. We launched it. And let me welcome Dr. Piotr Olesa, who is from Maritime University of State in Poland, who is a master mariner, a startup CEO, as well as a researcher in the area of entrepreneurship, a coach for the students who are enthusiasts in entrepreneurship. For his kind consent to be a jury today. This is my privilege to welcome Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman, a senior lecturer, Lincoln Business School at University of Lincoln in United Kingdom, and he managed his time. Managing his busy schedule and to give his input for the betterment of the students in Bangladesh, which is his commitment as well. Thank you very much for joining us. And this is my privilege to welcome Professor Dr. Nur Alam, who is, has a appreciation or the academic research in the area of entrepreneurship, and who inspired many students at Khulna University, being in his role of a professor as well as a kind of motivator, though we don't have certain kind of framework for motivating the students, and I hope that a connection with MELBU will facilitate a framework where we will get Professor Alam in next days. And this is my honor, privilege, and pride to welcome Mr. Saif al-Rashid, for whom you sometimes see in the press as a reference of social entrepreneurship from Bangladesh. And he has already inspired, and he probably is known to me as a student, but known to you as a role model and sometimes mentor in the area of entrepreneurship. And when I called him, he just, without any hesitation, he managed his schedule and told me that I'll be joining for the student. So I have only words of thanks for him. And Philip, as I told Mr. Philip Trivel, entrepreneurship coach, a consultant, a research fellow, connected with International SEFT program at the University of Leipzig, who is also a key management component of this program, as well as who has brains and efforts behind this competition. And I'm very sure that I was calling Philip on Thursday evening with an SOS that, Philip, I have few issues here, you have to rescue me. And Philip rescued me in a record time. He took kind of 10 minutes to arrange all of these things from the back end. So I really thank him from MELBU and from Bangladesh Consortium team. And at the same time, we don't see our colleagues who are in this project in this screen due to the time issues, but I would like to remember their contribution and to tell a word for them, in particularly the who are managing these projects from their own universities, Professor Dr. Nur Nabi Mullah, who is who is many things, but he comes here with a very participative mind and managing the Kuwait or Khulna University of Science and Technology team. We have along with Professor Nazrul Islam and Professor Mursalin Bila with me from Khulna University in the management and this implementation part of the project. We have Dr. Ashikur Rahman from Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Science and Technology University, who is managing the team from there, as well as we have Professor Dr. Nazmul Hassan, who is managing the Joshua Science and Technology University team. We have Ms. Farzana Akhtar, who is managing Northwestern University, and Mr. S.M. Munirul Islam from Northern University of Business and Technology. And these are the guys. And I have to, before I leave you, for the judges and for the participants, I must thank the boys who you never see on the screen. Ifaz Ahmed, Rafi Ahmed Khan. We have 12 campus ambassadors from 6 universities. We have Rifat Ahmed Rizvi, who is neither a campus ambassador nor anything with a position, but still I whisk him and tell him just support me. So these bunches of boys and girls, they made us to come till today. So I thank them all, and at the same time, for whom this this event today evening, the judges have came here, the audiences, unexpectedly, who are mainly the university students. I hope that at the end of the period, we will get 3 winners, but that was not my mission to launch this competition, because the judges will be telling, and judges have a hard job to judge. And that's why we don't tell them judged, we tell jury. It's a very hard job. So after the hard job, a decision will arrive, but the outcome, I hope that will be a spillover to the audience, so that they become brave. They, try to break certain kind of glass ceiling and certain type of, rigidity in the ecosystem, and they try to go for a certain kind of a startup or whatever they feel appropriate, and a certain type of ice breaking is done. So I have already consumed my minute, and I'm sure that more than I was allotted. So I once again thank the panelists in the jury, and I welcome the audiences. I wish all the participating teams today a grand presentation, and they go with a sense of pride and sense of, accomplishment. Thank you very much for hearing me. So
So thanks a lot to our Professor Dr. Mohammad Noor for his welcome speech. So with that, now we are about to showcase our judges' profile. We have an esteemed pool of talented and excellent adjudicators panel with us. First of all, I'd like to introduce to you our audience with Dr. M. Mohammad Noor Alam sir, who is the present professor of business administration discipline, Khulna University. Dr. Mohammad Noor Alam sir has attained his master in international and development economics from the University of Namur in Belgium in 2006. He earned his PhD from Leipzig University in 2015 under DAAD fellowship. His area of specialization in research includes the role of cognition in entrepreneurial choice and decision making, development of entrepreneurial ecosystem, and internationalization of high-tech firms. He is currently working in the business administration discipline at Khulna University. He has been installed in the position of professor since 2013. He teaches international business, selling and salesmanship, entrepreneurship development, and research methodology. He has authored in more than 15 research articles in international outlets. It's totally an honor to have Dr. Mohammad Nurul Alam sir in our judges panel. Moving on to our another judge, Mr. Philip Friebel, who is a research fellow, lecturer, and coach at the International SIPT Competence Center of the Leipzig University in Germany. Mr. Friebel is a research fellow, lecturer, and coach at the SIPT Competence Center of the Leipzig University in Germany. He coordinates international innovation and technology transfer projects and is responsible for developing and managing knowledge transfer, exchanging experiences, and furthering the development of business in the fields of innovation management and Lean Six Sigma for startups, SMEs, and international enterprises. He is responsible for researching and analyzing complex business issues in the German and international markets. His research primarily focused on innovation management, international knowledge, and business model evaluation. Mr. Friebel is a certified market analyst and Mere Industry Research GmbH. He also completed the Innovation Readiness series from the IC2 Institute of the University of Texas at Austin, USA. Moving on to our next judge, Mr. Saif Rashid, the founder and managing director of Upon Wellbeing Limited, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Mr. Saif Rashid is an internationally known social entrepreneur, Ashoka Fellow, speaker in the World Economic Forum, and covered in many more ways in national and international media for his entrepreneurial ventures. He is also a former student of Business Administration discipline, Khulna University. Mr. Saif Rashid is the founder and managing director of Upon Wellbeing Limited, an inclusive business dedicated to improving the economic status of 4.2 million working people, especially in the apparel sector, and their families in Bangladesh. Upon improves their earning and creates access to cash health insurance. Formerly, Saif initiated and managed Jita Social Business Bangladesh Limited. He was named was YGAP Spring and Build Bangladesh Entrepreneur of the Year in 2018 and a Fabric of Change Fellow in 2017. Over the last few years, Saif has been relentless in his entrepreneurial pursuit to identify the right equation for women's empowerment, scale, and sustainability. His transformational business models and social business initiatives have been highlighted in SSIR, ecobusiness.com, The Guardian, Forbes, The Economist, and various blogs, and by the different business journals at Oxford University and business innovation facilities, etc. We are very proud to have Mr. Saif Rashid in our judges panel. Moving on to Dr. Piotr Waledza, Master Mariner and Assistant Professor of Maritime University of Stettin, Poland. A seaman and Master Mariner by profession, Dr. Piotr is the CEO of Sub4Nav, spin-out company of Maritime University, where he commercialized successfully his doctorate, navigation decision support system, for example, and also developing autonomous navigation systems. Since 2014, he has been managing international educational projects, which are primarily aimed at developing, testing, and implementing effective teaching methods, as well as building entrepreneurial competencies among young people. The CEO of Science for People company, which is a developing educational chatbot for entrepreneurship classes purposes in the international consortium. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman, Senior Lecturer of Lincoln International Business School, University of Lincoln, United Kingdom. Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman is a Senior Lecturer in International Business Economics at the University of Lincoln, UK. He is also an academic advisor to the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. His current academic and research interests are in the areas of entrepreneurship and innovation with a focus on sustainability. Dr. Rahman has published in internationally referred journals, books, presented his research at a range of international conferences, and has contributed to a number of research projects. He has received a number of awards, including University of Lincoln Merit Award 2018 and 2019, Best Paper Awards, University of Lincoln, Team Award 2018, and Technology and Management for Development Award. Dr. Rahman supervised a number of doctoral and postdoctoral researchers with the funding from various organizations including Commonwealth Commission, Government of Bangladesh, and University of Lincoln. So these were our honorable adjudicators panel for our today's grand finale. MELBU that has started his vision to empower each and every stakeholders of our community and to build an entrepreneurship mindset for the youth. During this pandemic time, has turned our world upside down, causing tragic loss of life and disrupting our social and economic order. And then there comes the role of entrepreneurs to challenge the challenges and finding the way out, also contributing to the economy at the same time. Melbu Presents Future Founder League started its journey with the aim to empower and recover from these odds to set the entrepreneurial mindset among the students in Bangladesh in this time of crisis to motivate students for not stopping and keep going with new ideas in a new situation. The full competition was held online, showcasing us that it's possible to create an impact even while we are sitting at our homes. And we can also prepare to face the economic crisis set by this new normal by thinking outside of the box and taking actions creatively. So we would also like to thank our award sponsor for Future Melbu Presents Future Founders League, Leipzig University in Germany, Maritime University of Stettin, Poland, Khulna University Engineering and Technology, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Science and Technology University, Joshore University of Science and Technology, Northwestern University, and last but not the least, Northern University of Business and Technology, Khulna University. So now I would like to welcome back our host, Rajin Radwan, to take their lead from here. Thank you. Well, hello there. Extremely sorry because of some technical glitch. Our previous speaker, our host Rajin Redwan, wasn't audible. Extremely sorry for that. And with here, I would like to move forward. At the last where we ended, we thanked our awards partner for our MELBU Future Founders League for helping us and cooperating with us. And for them, we are now here successfully completing our MELBU Future Founders League. So MELBU Future Founders League started with a vision to empower. So we had some key aspects that we wanted to bring out and create a platform for the community and do something better for the students. We wanted to the visions and objectives of MELBU was bringing academia, entrepreneurs, industry experts, and students under one platform, create national awareness of Project MELBU platform. For within this period of time, the MELBU project is widely getting noticed by the media also, which is a very great news for us. We also aim to establish the competition as one of the most effective and prominent online idea innovation competition in Bangladesh. We also promoting entrepreneurship as a sustainable career alternative to the target group. We are also creating MELBU student network through interactive sub-events. Last but not the least, we are spreading the entrepreneurship education among students of all disciplines via competition platform. So with it, from here, I would like to give an overview from the very beginning of our MELBU. We started with a kickoff show and the inauguration of our MELBU website. Then we had our virtual roadshow, which covered all the 6 universities and was live from our Facebook page and YouTube channel too. After completing the virtual roadshow and after the registration was closed, our MELBU Future Founders League conducted an idea conception webinar with esteemed pool of speakers. They discussed the 21st century entrepreneurship and post-pandemic scenario, innovation management and design thinking, and business model development. After that, we started our idea conception phase. And after completion of the idea conception phase, we also arranged a final pitch webinar with another 2 international speaker and a national renowned entrepreneur, where our esteemed speakers talked about bootstrapping your business idea for the pitch, delivering a winning pitch, convincing potential investors for your idea. And after that, the final phase took place. And now here we are organizing our finale live from our page. So the final pitch is here, and everyone is, especially the participants, the finalists, are so much tense. So for the final pitch phase overview, I'd like to give a reminder that it starts from 20. It started 26th of November 2020 and it ended 29th of November. The required task for the finalist teams was to create a concise presentation slide with a 3-minute pitching video. The mode of submission were PPTX and PDF for presentation slide and MP4 for video, and participating teams will be evaluated based on the video and the presentation. This is the final pitch phase overview. Moving on, the final pitch guidelines. Each team of the finale will get 3 minutes for video showcasing and 5 minutes for the presentation. There will be a 5-minute Q&A question and answer session after the presentation. Mode of delivery in the presentation must be in English. Each team member must present for a significant portion of idea pitch. One member from each team will be allowed to share the screen for presenting their presentation slides. Each team will receive 1 minute reminder alert at 3 minutes. Upon completion of designated time, team members' mic will be automatically muted. So, so all of you must be wondering about what could be our judgment criteria, right? So here are our few parameters that will our educators panel will be marking based on these criteria. In first of all comes the innovativeness, uniqueness, and the excellence of the idea. No matter how good your business is, but it can never thrive and stand out from the crowd if it's not innovative and unique, right? Then obviously comes the presentation part, and the time management is also the heart of any business pitch. Then the team coordination and the quality of your video, how good you have made your video. And then comes last but not the least, the question and answer session. Moving on to the additional to give the participants some additional information also. uh, you can also use any kind of support materials, for example, graphs or video links or product 3D model, etc., to communicate the merit of your idea, right? Then we also encourage you to keep everything concise and relevant, because we have a very short of time. We have very short time, so it's better to keep everything precise and on the point. Plagiarism will not be tolerated at all. If you want to present any information from different sources, you must cite the sources accordingly. Final pitch schedule and guidelines will be emailed. It has also been emailed to all of you by 29th of November. So from here, I'd like to invite again my host Rajendra Dwan to proceed forward.
Hello. So now it's time to start the final presentation round. For that, I would like to welcome all of our judges. And the first team name is Team Nirvana. Team Nirvana will start their pitching soon.
Thank you, Team Nirvana, for joining. So we'll be continuing with the pitches. For now, we won't be featuring the videos because we are short in time. So I would request you to start your pitch. You will be informed before 1 minute your pitch ends. So keep in mind that your pitch ends in 5 minutes. And after that, the judges will take over the question and answer session that you need to defend. So best of luck. Thank you.
Okay. Is it showing?
Start.
A few months ago, for our study tour, we visited Bagherhat, and there we met a rural farmer named Mr. Rohim Bapari. Rohim Bapari was a common farmer, and his croplands were badly affected by flood. His croplands were totally underwater, and his crops were totally rotten because of waterlogging by flood. Rohim Bapari was devastated. He had no way to solve this problem. Rohim Bapari is not alone. In this year's flooding, according to the Ministry of Agriculture of Bangladesh, 1.2 million farmers are affected. That causes 13.5 billion taka worth crops destroyed. And that much amount of money is bigger than some of the nation's total economy. So considering this problem, we designed an effective and easy solution. We would like to introduce you to Bandhan, low-cost flood barrier, which is the ultimate solution to this problem, a very easy and cost-effective way to save those croplands from submerging. The installation process of our barrier is quite easy. Barrier consists of three roots which ensures its stability on the ground. After ensures it in the ground, the lower part should be filled with stones and close the void cover. So when the water comes, it's the stones and the roots ensures that non-water can reach the crops. It works with a simple working mechanism. It works with gravitational force. The forces by water are opposed by the gravitational force by stones and water.
Every carrier can be locked with a simple locking method, and it also consists of a rubber sealing strip which ensures the highest water resistance, and it saves the crop fields from submerging in the water like this. And now the barrier is made out of polypropylene, which is the lightest material, and it will weigh only 5 kg per box. Right now, there are no available product like this in Bangladesh. Some foreign companies are working in this line of product, but they are not available in Bangladeshi market. So importing those products is not very effective solution either. We will provide three services: buying the barrier, renting it for flood session, or exchanging the old or damaged barrier with the new one. We will only provide buying the barrier service in our pilot project and introduce other services by the time comes. We will generate revenue from selling it, renting it, or using it as an advertising medium. By our excellent business model, we believe that we can generate enough revenue by the projected year. Bandhan is made out of recyclable material, It is also portable and low cost, and it can be set up very easily, and it works with a guaranteed efficiency. So it is better than any other option in the current field.
Well, after designing it, we conduct a small survey with 50 farmers of Satkhira and Bagherat. 44 out of 50 was great interested for our product, and there is a great need for this product. The market side is very attractive. By our excellent model, we will turn our product for 47% by the fourth year and reach break-even point only 3.3 years. As you can see, we have thought of every cost and ready our projections to run the business smoothly. Well, for our go of marketing strategy, we will use offline and online both media for advertisement. We will produce a television commercial with an intriguing story. Use billboard, social media, newspaper for spreading our product name. And we will make a campaign among the farmers for make them understand about the benefit of our product. Well, for future, we are planning to be a recycle based and designing an eco-friendly product. We are very passionate about this idea. We just need a proper initial investment and mentoring. Well, it's true that we cannot fight against the natural disaster, but we can adapt to it, and we are sure that this product will be blessing for this adaptive process. So let's join with us and be a part of this adaptive process. Thank you.
Okay, may I start? So, Team Nirvana, thank you very much for this very good presentation. I like this idea a lot, and you're solving a real problem. I have a short question. Do you already have a prototype, and do you have tested this your product? Is there already been a possibility for this that it really works in real life? I'm asking because you cannot test it in the first time when it happens. So you have to test it before selling. So is there any prototype and tested solution? Does it work?
Still, we have not any prototype, but we talked with many environmental organizations and experts about this product, and we told them about the design, and they said that it works. And but for prototype, we're planning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
So I would give
then maybe. Okay, then I can join a little bit, and maybe. Yes, your idea seems to me really interesting from the perspective of Bangladesh, because we know that we have natural disaster, and we are searching for a sustainable solution. But I was thinking, as Philip was asking the question, that means what is the possibility of the product? You are talking about a hypothetical product. The product is not still designed. I can understand, and so. Scientifically, we have to check whether this product is really designable, and the good aspect that you are talking about, that can be proven or not. I have a specific question. The question is, you are targeting the farmer, and I can understand that if you try to build a dam or barrier like that, it will be really costly. It is not less costly. So how one individual farmer will afford such type of product, and how you fit it with the market?
Okay, so our product is made of thermoplastic, which is a very low cost plastic, and if I can show a survey, if we can if by average number of average acres is 1.60 for a farmers, and if we want to cover a land of 1.60 acres, we just need 30,000 taka for the money. And as for the projections, sir said our product is not tested, but about 40 to 30% similar product is using in Netherlands. There is a product named Noak flood walls that works just like this. They uses the same gravitational method. but that is for urban area, that is not applicable for the rural areas of Bangladesh. So we designed another one so that we can use that in rural areas of Bangladesh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a question as well. Who are actually buyers? Because there are some socio-economic settings for any entrepreneurial decision. Now, in Bangladesh perspective, do you think, I mean, if you do some advertisement or promotional activities, farmers will buy your product, or you think it is government or local government who will buy your product, and eventually they will supply it free to the poor farmers? Because at the end of the day, the end users are farmers. Yes, I can understand, but they are not the buyers all the time. So instead of actually spending time and money for doing like TV promotions, is it not better to talk to the local government, international organizations like BRAC or United Nations, who will be happy to support this, or who will buy this product and eventually give it free to the farmers for the benefit of the country? What do you think?
Yes, we're considering other plans, but we already talked with many environmental organizations like Eco Network, Orithrica. Those are big organizations in Bangladesh. They work for environment and disaster reductions. And we contacted with them, and they shows interest that they will conduct field training and they will help us market this product. And we are also open to joint ventures. Like we planned that if we can join a partnership with the Agriculture Ministry, the networking will be very good.
Yeah, I mean, you should have a partnership with organizations like World Bank, United Nations, or others. So you have idea, you have brain, and you have to make a strategic partnership with other organizations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, you are muted. We cannot hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So thank you so much for this presentation. I really love the idea. The idea that came to me was, one of the question was the affordability of the farmers in Bangladesh perspective, and other one is whether customers should be farmers or government. I think because it's going to have a lot of utility, it might be government is a better customer than farmers directly. I was also thinking your problem statement is not only the land or the food crops, it's also people, it's also human being in Bangladesh. Flood affects a lot of deaths, a lot of people have died, a lot of diseases are also, so you didn't really capture the problem. You can also capture other aspects of the problem, the huge impact that it has beside crops in the livelihood of people, on the lives of human being in Bangladesh. I was searching in the internet and I have seen a lot of similar product. And Alibaba actually export those in Bangladesh. So how you consider this innovation, because it's already available in the market?
Okay. Yes, there are similar products, but and locally there is no available product in Bangladesh. You have to purchase it online, and it is a very near impossible for the rural areas farmers, and they are not that updated with the technology, and our barrier is very low cost. If you want to order a barrier from outside, it nearly costs $40 to $50, but here our product is $8 to $9. So we think it is very effective and very low cost and affordable, mainly affordable for the farmers.
Okay, I have another question in that term. If you get the money for starting this business, what would be your step in terms of starting? Do you start the manufacturing plant, or what is the road to market for you?
Okay, so we will start with the manufacturing, and we are talking with some. We are talking about renting a warehouse and factory, and we designed our management team. And for go-to-market strategy, we thought of a big portion of investment to invest it on the marketing, and we think with proper marketing and our excellent business model, we can acquire market very easily.
Why don't you partner with existing plastic manufacturing companies?
Yes, we think we are sufficient enough to conduct our businesses, and if any plastic companies want to merge with us, we are happy to join with them.
Why don't they start now if the technology is already available?
Yes, we designed it, and we would like to conduct it ourselves, but there is many aspects of a business, so as for our contingency plan, and we have a plan to join ventures with other companies.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe I can ask one supplementary question once again, because Dr. Mahfoudi asked really good question, because you are targeting the farmers, but I'm not sure that means whether your target market should be farmers. It should be rather the government or the local bodies or international bodies or NGOs or something. Another thing, I'm little bit unclear about your technology. If their existing product are there, even if it's not in the Bangladesh, so what is the uniqueness of your product in terms of technology? That means that is the thing we need to understand, because yes, something is not in the Bangladesh, but there is outside the Bangladesh. If government decide, they can bring the thing. So why government will hire you, or why somebody will really buy the product from you? What is the uniqueness of your product?
Sir, actually,
Okay.
our product is different in physical aspects than other product. We have created a hollow, airtight section in the lower part of our barrier, so that if the farmer wants to put stones or part of bricks in there, it will make it heavy. And other barriers don't have that. They actually have bigger plastic, so and heavier plastic, which is very costly. And we have lighter plastic, but we will make it heavy with that hollow section with stones and other things, so that farmer will gather the things very easily, so it will make a lot easier for them.
Thank you, everyone. I think there's no more question from the judges at the moment. So we are continuing with our pitch phase. Thank you, Team Nirvana, for your wonderful pitch.
Thank
We
you.
hope the best sides win. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So now I would like to call upon Team 2, that is Team Jutek, for their pitch. Let's wait for them to join. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So we will get straight to your pitch. You have 5 minutes, followed by a 5 minutes Q&A session from the judges. Like the rest of the presenting teams, you will also get a reminder before your presentation ends. So best of luck to continue with your pitch.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Is it working?
Yes, it is working.
Okay, start.
Okay. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, you're audible. Start.
Okay. Let me start in 3, 2, 1. Pens and pencils have been used for generations and generations. It has been used in storytelling, in legends, in directions, in directories. Pens are said to be mightier than the sword. And the same thing also goes for the pencils. But are they really? No, because every single year, almost 8 million trees are cut, and almost 24% of all the plastic pollution occur just to produce pencils and pens. Not only that, almost 1000 kiloton of oxygen is less produced, and 500 kiloton of carbon dioxide is less intact just for the production of pencils and pens. But moreover, our jute farmers around our country are facing a miserable life because of the price exploitation, and also because of our golden heritage losing gradually. Thanks, pens and pencils companies, for messing up the environment. So what if we could turn this around? That's where Jutech comes from. Jutech brings you jute pens and jute seals, which are completely going to redefine the market of pens and pencils by replacing plastic and wood with jute. That's where Jutech brings new dimension to the market. More biodegradable, more sustainable, more cheaper products incorporated with jute, the Sonali Ash of Bangladesh.
Now, the pen and pencil market is already has big players like Matador, Jononi, Econo, etc. But if we look into what they are offering, we see that they all lack innovation, have little moral compass, and no fresh value to consumer. So we can turn this around to our favor by our go-to marketing tagline, Let's Greenspire. We're going to reach out to the urban, rural, and at campuses demographically aged 10 to 30 plus, both gender, socio-economic class of A, B, and C's, targeting the students and office and corporate workers. In this era of digitalization and pandemic, our marketing will be also digital. So we present our digital campaign, the Greenspiration Movement, where we will spread awareness of our product. Also, the King campaign, where we will position our product as superior to other competitors. And our media will be YouTube, TVCs, OVCs, Facebook, Instagram, social media, because they have huge engagement to our youth and target consumer group. But to penetrate this already saturated market, we have to think differently. So we present Jute Hub, our own way of marketing, instant marketing and sales, which will be placed in rural, urban, and every ad campuses across the country gradually. And also, we plan to arrange Shishuranga, an art competition where jute seal and jute pen will be provided to gain future customers subconsciously.
Our brand new innovation of pen and pencil manufacturing process, which will be casting, will reduce both the price of pen and pencils. Jutech will sell jute pens at only 4 taka and jute seals at only 6 taka. We have plotted our financial cost for next 3 years, where we will be selling 21.5 lakh unit of jute pens and 9.2 lakh unit of jute seals. Our total cost will be 1.25 crore taka, and our total revenue will be 1.41 crore taka, which means our total profit will be 15 lakhs taka in next 3 years. We will cross our break even in the second economic year by selling 8 lakh unit of jute pens and 3 lakh unit of jute seals. So here is our timeline of marketing strategy. Do we just stop here by renovating pen and pencils? No, we plan to make Jutek a renovating brand, a renovating company uh, in the stationery industry, where by introducing jute khata, jute books, jute rulers, etc. in next 4 years, and by initiating Project Jute Mart, where all kind of jute-based product will be found in a national scale.
Now, the question remains, is it the right time, the feasible time for our business? And our answer to that is, if not now, we may not have another when. So, like Jutek, we're not just going to reinventing the pen and pencil manufacturing process and immense businessing, but also we're going to have impact on increasing oxygen pollution, plastic, greenhouse effect, reincarnation, and boost to the rural economy. And this is the Jutek promise. So, let's not just inspire, let's re-inspire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for this great idea. I do really appreciate it. Is it an idea or already a prototype?
If I may answer to that, sir, we have already made our prototype. We have participated in HALT Regional Final 2020, and we have made that prototype for that competition. And unfortunately, that prototype is in our Khulna University and Engineering Technology and Fab Lab, and we haven't time to, due to this pandemic, we haven't time to develop that and bring that prototype here to show you. We have some unprofessional pictures, but we have made a prototype, so it works.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, my question would be to the prototype, or let's say to the production side later on. How is your idea? You will produce it by yourself, or you will produce the pencils and pens via a partner?
If I may answer, basically, firstly, we are going to choose our location in Joshua and Khulna, where because the jute farmers are very available there, and the jute is very cheap there. So we plan, if we have enough funding and monetary support, that we plan to make it our own to reduce the cost and market and go to the market with lesser cost than in 4 taka, as said before, 4 taka for pen and 6 taka pencil, which is very cheaper than the current price in the market of pen and pencil. So yes, we plan to, if proper funding is available, we plan to do it manually ourselves. Was I audible?
Sorry.
There are some issues.
Sorry, if I may also add to the answer. So we are also planning that as soon as we get enough funding, we are going to run a pilot project that will be established in the Khulna itself, where we have a plan of spending almost like 50,000 taka, where we will incorporate almost 15,000 jute pens and almost 6,000 jute seals. It will be completely a pilot project to understand how our customers are going to respond to the new idea that we are going to present in front of them.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm still confused. Who are you? Are you the seller of the product? Are you the commission agent who will, like, get some commission, or you will just think that, okay, we'll sell the idea and someone else will, like, produce? So are you a manufacturer? Are you the entrepreneur to sell idea, or you are commission agent? What is the motivation as well? Is it you want to do something for the environment, or you want to do something for making money? You need to be very clear about these things. So can you please explain this?
Yes, sure. So our main idea was, which came from that, everyone is thinking about to do something for the good of the environment. Yes, but it's basically there, everything is going online.
everything is technological based. Everyone to do something technological businesses. So our idea came from that. What if we could go through the renovate something that was built in ourselves for use generation and generation, which is pen and pencil. And we've saw that this pen and pencil is used for education, is used for educating, but also using to use is also has a bad impact in the environment. So we want to be the brand. We don't want to be just selling the idea or manufacturer. We want to create a brand, a jute, which will be which our vision is to make jute the reincarnation of jute in Bangladesh, which is losing its value gradually because of the middleman and other stuff, etc. We want to reincarnate the value. We want to make jute a possibility to among the world, because pen and pencil is used in everywhere in Bangladesh, India, in any country. So it is very expandable idea. So we want to basically we want to make a brand, a value to the to bring fresh value to consumers, which they can write. And also by writing, not just they're writing or educating themselves, but also they are making a great impact in environment.
Okay, maybe I can intervene a little bit, because I'm not still clear from your answer that Dr. Mahfouz asked you. You are entrepreneur, you are the idea generator, or
Yes, sir.
what you will do. That is not really clear to me still, because
Sir, we are
you will be the future. Okay, let me finish. You will get the chance. You are the future manufacturer. That is, you will manufacture it by yourself, or you will sell your idea to other firms, or you will just come up with a prototype product. Then you will then make people aware about the thing. Or I'm not really clear about this thing, because I have a question
Sir,
to
if
you. That is specific. Is there any product market fit for you? What is your product market fit for you, and what are the entry barriers you identified for your product?
So, if I may answer to your first question, that basically we are going to be the manufacturer and the seller. So we plan to, if proper funding is available, we will manufacture ourselves and sell them retail in our jute hub, in education campuses, in every shops and stores, to basically to mitigate the price and sell it to a lower price. And if may I answer to your second question, that the barriers is that the it's kind of a monopoly out there of pen and pencil market. There's big players like Faber Castle and Nataraj in the pencil market, and Matador, obviously, Econo, Jononi in the pen market. So they've already has a huge market share, and they huge market share, and people are buying them. They don't know another. They could be another brand of pen and pencil. So this is the brand image is the main barrier for our go-to marketing strategy, and our contingency is that bringing fresh value to consumer, as I've said before, that if they are not Matador, Econo, Notaras, they are not renovating themselves. They are not giving fresh value to consumer. They're just the same pen and pencil company, just verifying in variation of the product. So our go-to marketing strategy will be value spreading awareness of our product and making them understand that our product is superior, and it could be both beneficial for themselves and for the environment. Sorry.
Sir, if I may also add to the proper question and answer. Sir, we on our early days of our startup, we plan to only manufacture it and sell it to the distributors, who will then gonna sell it to the retailers, and the retailers are gonna sell it to the customers. But as soon as we reach our break even, we plan to set up our own store in the name of our own brand, where we will sell our own products. Then at the time will also convert into a seller itself. That is our marketing plan for long term, and also for the short term, to sustain the business itself.
Thank you so much. I have a couple of questions, I guess. I think the idea is really interesting, and you have really presented it nicely. I really like the presentation. So for customers, I guess they value writing, right? Most of the cases in Bangladesh market, if we consider price is a issue, and people will not value whether it's made from plastic or whether it's made from jute. So you are going to compete with a market which is probably plastic manufacturers, and which is always better cost effective. You said you are coming up with a price point which is competitive than plastic. How you are going to do that? Because most of the cases, when I looked into business plan of jute, this is not possible. That's one. Second, and if you let me know the technological innovation that you have done to make it possible would be helpful. I think the second question is around the competition with existing players. Your idea is very interesting that you will open your own branded shop, which is very rare in terms of pen itself. I mean, that idea is fantastic. You have very big vision, but you are going to compete with a normal market, which has normal customer, normal demand. And so I want your ideas around that.
If I may answer
Sir,
to that,
if I may answer to that particular. Yes, sir. Sir, on the very first place, if we think about like your first question about whether it's possible to serve it at an extremely cheaper price, we believe, sir, that jute technology that has been used in other startups is a slightly different than ours, because in our manufacturing process we are going to use the manufacturing process of casting, which itself is a very cheap technology to begin with. And the second thing, the jute availability in Bangladesh itself is extremely low cost than other alternatives of sources to begin with. That's why we believe, because of these two things, we will be able to provide our particular jute pens and jute seals at an extremely cheaper rate, or a slightly cheaper rate than the existing current products. And if I answer to your second question, that like how are we going to compete with the existing competition or brands that are existing. So two things to remember here. Number one, we significantly believe that people have become now more environmentally conscious than they were like 5 to 10 years before. That's why we have seen the growth of like startups related to how environment can be changed. But even if that's not the case, we significantly believe that in the current brands, people are using it only for writing. But what we are giving them a moral compass. We are giving them a moral section or a moral betterment to feel with which we can easily grab the minds of the people. Our idea and brand is something through which people can easily connect to it, because long before people are feeling guilty of using that pens and pencils, but now we are letting them get rid of the guilt. We are giving them a chance to contribute to the environment. That's how we are going to connect to the customers, and that's how we are going to easily compete with the brand, because we have a unique moral compass that we can give to the customers in the very first place.
Maybe I can ask you a last question, because I want to really go with the concern of size. That means I personally feel that that could have been better idea to export your product. Maybe you start with a born global farm. A lot many people outside the Bangladesh, in the Europe or in the other part of the world, they are ready to buy such type of product. It means bio product. I can call it bio product. And Bangladeshi market, maybe you need to do in-depth research. Idea wise, that is good, but you have to do in-depth research. But foreign market, I personally believe that there is more potential than Bangladeshi market initially. Then maybe after penetrating international market, maybe you can come back to Bangladesh once again and look the thing. It's my idea. Okay, thank you very much.
If I may, can I say something to that?
Thank you, sir. Would like to add that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, honorable
Assalamualaikum.
judges, and thank you to Team GTEC for their wonderful presentation. Now I would like to call upon Team 3, that is Team eFashion, to present their pitch. Thank you for joining. You only have 5 minutes to present your pitch, followed by a 5-minute Q&A session. So please proceed with your pitch. Best of luck.
Thank you. I have to share my entire screen because I can do it.
Jim, go solo. Are you guys here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay.
Okay. Still
Am I
waiting.
clearly audible?
We will notify you within 15 minutes.
Okay.
Hello, am I clearly audible? And is the slide visible? Please, someone will notify me from my team.
You are
Hello.
clearly audible, and your slide is visible also.
Okay, so let us start. When we are living in the time of rapid industrialization that is leading us to massive environmental pollution, we feel it's really necessary to come up with an eco-friendly and sustainable product that can also solve the unemployment problem within a very short time. With that essence, we are introducing eFashion, which is the abbreviation of ethical fashion. With eFashion, we are determined to solve the problems of environmental pollution, economical crisis, and also to buy products, quality products within income range, and solving wealth inequality problem a little by offering decent jobs and fair wages to the unemployed people, also saving the lives of workers of dying jute mill industry. For this, we introduce you to banana fiber and products made from it. Our goal is to produce banana fibers in an effective way with the help of existing elements so that it demands low cost and less time. Here we will use the banana stem, which has no use after producing fruits. Then the stems will be processed through the banana fiber extraction machine and we will get our expected fibers. These fibers are ready to export after drying and also ready for making yarns out of it. For making yarns, we will use the existing jute yarn processing machine as the machine can easily sustain the properties of banana fiber and we don't need to waste money to buy any expensive machines because these machines already exist and we will be able to make the fabrics the same way we do for jutes. So both conventional and modern jute yarn machines, it is like really ready to use product. And so our production line is very flexible. And all these three products are ready to sell both in local and global market. For our workers, we determined to involve an unemployed person for extracting fibers, especially the people with disabilities and minorities like third gender, transgender, and etc. The process is so simple that anyone can do the training with a very short time. So these are the SDG goals we are determined to solve. We are promoting sustainable use of ecosystem. We are taking proper steps to protect the climate. We are proposing efficient management of natural resources. Our proposed model also can help to avoid labor exploitation through finding decent works. And finally, we're investing on a new innovative industry. So we are very positive to solve all these SDG goals through our ideas. Our main strategy is to introduce quality products by recycling banana stems, which are meant to be dumped. Also, we want rapid start of the fiber production with the help of extractor machines, which are easy to operate and cheap, as we are doing it with the help of jute machines that already exist in real time. And last of all, we will offer lower priced clothing than the existing sellers to grab the market really soon. So this is how our business model looks like, with total cost of $22,000 around, and per kilo fiber may cost 20 taka, which is a lot less than cotton fiber costs. And we are optimistic to have the revenue of 5 lakh by selling only 5 tons of fibers. So this is our potential competitors, and they're natural fiber and man-made fibers, but we are showing here only cotton and jute along with man-made fibers. Here, cotton, jute, and man-made costs respectively $1.35, $0.80, and $1. On the other hand, our banana fiber only costs $0.25. And after producing and testing our products, we will advertise our product, promote campaigns, and send samples to our potential customers. It is our overall marketing strategy. So we think we should see the face of success with it. We are a dreamer. We dream to create such a production line which is sustainable, eco-friendly, and easily replicable for any region of this planet. Our vision is to produce fiber which will be sold in international market within the first 6 months. And we are looking forward to buy an office within a year. And furthermore, we want to sell our yarns in international domestic markets. Business may face obstacles, so we are the one prepared with sufficient backups. If our fabric and yarn remain unsold, then we will recover our revenue with the fibers, which will be 7.5 times than the total cost. If the fabric remains unsold, then we will sell fibers and yarns only. If fibers remain unsold, then we will stop fiber production and sell the stems to local market as edible vegetables. The remaining leftovers of the stems will help us to produce fertilizers and biogas that will cover our revenue as a backup. So we are an innovative team with a proper plan. So we are very optimistic to see the face of success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much for impressive presentation.
Thanks.
Thank you. What is exactly the innovation part in your project?
We
is
think
it the
that,
fiber?
Okay, I'm giving Aniruddha the floor.
Thank you for your nice question. Actually, the innovative part is the supply chain, and I would like to discuss about the supply chain. As after giving the fruit, the banana trees have no use to the farmers, so they are quite as the liabilities to the farmers, and we are determined to produce banana fibers from it. And the fibers produced from the banana stem is easy, and we wish to produce the fibers with the help of the unemployed people, and the fibers are quite near to the properties of the jute. And as it is the near to the properties of jute, we can use the existing jute yarn manufacturing machine and jute fabric manufacturing machine. But before we can achieve that that stage, we want to sell the fibers to the international markets and achieve the revenue, so that we can also have the opportunity to produce such exportable items.
Thank you.
And also, I want to add that we are creating fabrics from banana stem, which doesn't have any use after you produce fruits, right? So we are actually making products from garbage, which has no use. So we think there is an innovation.
Okay, maybe one question from my side. How you ensure quality?
Okay. Uh, uh, oh, for quality, we will use international third-party organization for testing our samples. And first of all, the fibers we will produce after extracting the fibers, they and drying them, they are already exportable. And for making a good relationship with our customers, we will show them our certificate uh, of testing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hello. So, can I?
Yeah, I don't have any questions. So thank you.
Okay, I have
Sir?
just one question. Thank you so much for this presentation. Really good. I have just same question in terms of innovation. I have seen this is happening in Bangladesh already for last almost 4 and 5 years. People are exporting from Bangladesh banana fiber and banana fiber made handicrafts. So one of the thing I have seen is the supply chain is a big issue because it's a byproduct of banana trees and which is not still valuable or the supply chain is not organized. So the source material, though abundant, is very difficult to collect them and organize them. So my question is around your innovation. What is the innovation exactly in terms of whether it's a technology that we're innovating, whether it's a supply chain that you're innovating, and if there is already idea that is already happening by different companies in Bangladesh like Charuta, Karupanno, they are already exporting. Beside jute fiber, you have they have already made jute fiber cloths, and that is a bit hard. Banana fiber is softer, so it can make cloth. So idea is same. So how you are innovative in terms of your idea? I mean, what is your contribution here? Your
Okay.
team.
Okay, thank you for your nice question. Actually, our target is to collect the stems and we have already decided to collect. We have already decided a region from when we will start, and the region is at Khulna, and it is like a village area, and we are determined to collect the stems from the local farmers. And at Khulna, the Khulna Khalishpur jute mills are quite near, and so for making fabrics like the jute sacks and jute yarn, and it is quite easy for us to transport those stems and extract them in our warehouses. We will use a extraction machine to extract the fibers, and already the fibers are exportable, but we see the plan to make fabrics and yarns from it. Though you have seen the fabrics, but that fabrics cannot be wearable. What we will make here, that we will produce home textiles like mats, like handbags, and ropes for binding, and it will be quite easy for us as we can use the banana fibers to the nearby Khalishpur jute mills. And for your that you have talked about that fabric, the fabric is making that fabric is quite making a wearable fabric is quite tough, because the banana fiber is the abrasion ratio of the banana fiber is quite high, and if you wear it, you will feel uncomfortable. So to make it wearable, we need to cut them into small staple lengths, small lengths, and need to produce comfortable yarn with the help of cotton yarn manufacturing machine. The application of cotton yarn manufacturing machine is already visible to the countries of Philippines, but at the initial stage, we dream to start from the small, and the small is yarn and fabric and also the fibers. So our innovation area is that we are using the existing machines. We are using our local people who are unemployed, just making a collaboration which is quite.
Okay, I can interrupt and I can ask a question, just only one question from my part. You are talking about Khalishpur, and I'm sitting very close to Khalishpur because my house, my childhood, everything I passed in Khalishpur. You are talking about the technology that you will use the old jute mills and other things. I'm not convinced about this thing because this jute mills and other thing that is abandoned already, abandoned
Yes.
by the government itself due to its technological difficulties and other. How come you can use them? Once again, the technology that is already obsolete, that means that is abandoned. Maybe
Actually,
you can use the space. Maybe you can say that I can use the space, but technology wise, I'm not convinced. That means maybe you have to use the other modern and sophisticated technology. And you have to think about your feasibility. And Saif is very correct. I couldn't really understand what is your innovation.
actually, not all of the jute mills are abandoned, and for making the fabrics, we don't actually need the high tech machines. We can also use the manual, the conventional machines as all that we need to produce the fabric, and the jute yarn manufacturing machines are capable to sustain the properties of the banana. And the factories you are talking about, they are not, maybe they are closed down, but not, it is not that the machines are not working, because of the economy is not sustainable in that situation. Then that's why.
Maybe the government itself has decided to really change all the machineries and bring new machineries if they want to change the thing. But you are still trying to argue that you will use the old machinery if the machineries are workable. So maybe why the authority is thinking to really revamp the jute industry and really to bring in new machineries to start the thing. Okay, that is the thing you have to prove to the investors. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Team eFashion, for your wonderful pitch. So now I would like to call upon Team 4, Go Solo, to present their pitch. Thank you. Thank you, Team Go Solo, for joining. You have 5 minutes to present your pitch, followed by a 5 minutes question and answer session. You may proceed. Thank you.
Is my screen visible? No. Can see it now? Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello everyone, we are Team Go Solo and now we are going to introduce our business plan. Initially, we are going to going to introduce two products. One is Jovial Skin Serum and Jovial Raw Serum. Snail mucus, butter, vitamin C, essential oil, and fragrance. And the Jovial Raw Serum key ingredients are snail mucus, water, and phenoxyethanol for the preservation. Now, it comes to the basic uses of slime. Among the Asian women, there is a huge craze of slime-based product because of its healing power and the anti-aging power. And it also used directly as a cosmetic, as a raw material for cosmetic, and as a fast healing and pain reliever, and also in food preparation in different countries. And the market share and the market size of this country is globally Spain beauty products market accounted for 3.5 billion US dollar in 2019 and is estimated to be 12 billion by 2029. And now it comes to the question that why should we produce the serum? As we all know that Bangladesh is an agriculture based country, so the land, the weather and the environment is so much favorable for snail farming, and the labor cost is too much low, and the land is enough fertile to grow vegetables as the snail feed. And the extraction machineries are affordable and easy to maintain. And in Bangladesh, the market is totally untapped and there is no local competitor of this.
Up next, production procedure. It is harvesting and slime extraction. So harvesting process. In harvesting process, we'll buy 100 snail. Each snail is expected to lay 10 eggs at a time and twice in month. So we'll get total 2000 eggs in 6 months. We'll use the mature stock for slime extraction and start breeding the baby snail to maturity. And slime extraction. Slime extraction is obtained without pathogen germ contamination and include significant concentration of substance useful for the cosmetic treatment of skin. And this container is provided with an inlet to insert stimulating solution or sterilize or ozonated water. The ozonization step make the snail pleased and the structured process become particularly mild and not very harmful to the snail. In this product, we will use two machineries, slime extraction machine and slime emulsifier machine. Slime extraction machine goes to GEO natural extraction. Its main work is to slime, stimulate snail to product slime. And slime emulsifier, its function is to refine and mix other ingredients to get our final product.
Now, moving on to the revenue generating sources. Our basic idea is to export jovial raw slime and jovial skin serum. But if new businesses established on snail slime in Bangladesh, we will supply raw slime to them. Then we will sell matured snail meat, and we can also sell snail shell, as snail shell is used for with cattle food, as they are a huge source of calcium. Now our cost structure. We need to carry out initial setup costs uh, that will contain the cost of machineries, buying machineries and setting them up, the breeding cost of snail, industrial production cost, and finally storing and logistics cost. Thinking about the environment, we have decided to use glass bottle and aluminum container as they are easily disposable and reusable and causes almost no harm to the environment uh, comparison in compared to the plastic container. And if we can introduce this business in Bangladesh, it will inspire many more people to start business in this sector, and it will also open a new sector for exporting as well as creating more employment opportunity. And our goal is to become one of the top exporter in the slime-based cosmetic industry by producing this quality fragrance slime. Now, we think it is possible, though there are many countries exporting these magical ingredients, but the supply is not still enough. The more the merrier concept suits here. So looking at the existing and upcoming demand, we think this industry has a very possibility. And finally, our contingency plan. Our contingency plan also suits our further expansion plan. And if our main plan is doesn't bring expected result, then we will shift our focus from only producing snail serum to snail based cosmetic products. We can produce snail meat, cattle food, and also snail shell powder. And the fun thing is, we don't implementing those plans also, we don't have to change our basic element, which is slime. So we think this project can turn out to be a very profitable one for us. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for very interesting and impressive presentation. Yes, may I ask a question regarding ethical issues? I mean, do you have some ethical politic in your company as you are using animals for your purposes?
Uh, on that thing, the machine we're using, the geonature slime extraction machine, that causes almost no harm to the snails, because this machine only uses a stimulator to please those snails. And when the snails are happy, they release good slime. This machine will not pressurize them. That's why they will not release any contaminated elements with their slime. So we will get a pure slime with good quality, as well as harming almost zero death to the snails.
It means the snails are happy.
Yes, that's why we
Okay.
have named the product Jovial Snail Slime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. I would, yeah, thank you for this great presentation. I really like the idea. One question to this export part. I'm not sure if you're regarding Europe, for example, but I'm sure almost with a lot of cosmetics. Do you are aware of any regulation barriers for your products, for example, to bring it to Europe?
At the initial stage, we are targeting the Asian countries, because our basic product is that facial skin serum and raw serum. And we know that in the Asian countries like Japan, China, and Korea, these countries have huge demand, and a huge demand of slime based products, because the cosmetic industry of Korea, basically almost more than 50% of the products they use slime based products, because their women of the Asian countries are very conscious about their skin, and they know the healing properties and benefits of snail slime. That's why we are targeting these countries at the first stage.
Okay, okay. Okay, so thank you for from my side.
You're welcome.
Okay, nobody is asking anything. Thank you so much. I guess one of the team with all women, that's really appreciable. I mean, I really appreciate that. Really thankful for that
Thank you, sir.
presentation.
Thank you
I was
so much.
confused
Thank you.
about the whole idea. The idea is fantastic. Good. What is your role in the business? You are cultivating slain, or you are extracting those, or you are doing both?
We are doing both.
But I have also seen that you have mentioned there are a lot of other potential of like exporting meats. Beside using it in cosmetics, there are other use. Are you entering into those business, or you are just extracting and sending it and exporting that to different cosmetics manufacturers?
At the initial stage, we have planned to only produce serum, because we have, as we are doing both, we are breeding snail as well as we are extracting the serum from them. So when the snails get older, okay, if we need good quality of serum, we need to extract them at a perfect size and perfect age. So if the snails are underage or overaged, we cannot use them to extract slime. So about the overaged or older snails, we are going to sell those meats and shells. And about the underaged snail, we will continue to breed them for further use. That's
Right.
our.
I mean, okay. So is it your? I mean, please, in one sentence, is it a business to business entrepreneurship or business to consumers or customers entrepreneurship?
It's a business to business at the first stage.
And then in the second stage, it will be business to
Consumer.
consumers as well.
Yes.
Okay, as the due to the time, so I can ask you a only simple question. Do you think that you have comparative advantage of producing snail in Bangladesh because you want to export the thing? And so far, if I am not wrong, lot many countries they are already there in the South Korea, in other country, the idea you are talking about that thing is already there. So
Yes.
do you have the comparative advantage of producing snail at a cheaper cost in Bangladesh than the others? If yes, then good. If no, then maybe you have to think in a different way.
No, I think we can do it because our labor cost is comparatively cheap and our environment is also supportive for producing this kind of snail. So we don't need to use some artificial environment, and that cuts our cost. That's why we think that we can produce it in comparatively at a cheaper price and sell it at a cheaper price.
But I'm not sure in this moment because you are talking about possibilities. Because if you go for scale production, it is not like the naturally grown snail. So if you go for the scale-based production, then the question of cost will come. Okay, so if you can prove that is well and good, so that can be a fantastic opportunity. But the idea is there, if I'm not wrong. The idea you are talking about. Okay, thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Attention to the audiences. We are on a 3-minute break. Coming back from the break, we will have with us Mesh 3D for their pitch. I'm requesting Team 5 Mesh 3D to get ready for their pitch. Thank you. Thank
Hello.
you, Ms. Trudy. You have 5 minutes to present your pitch. After that, you will have the opportunity to attend the 5 minutes question and answer session. Best of luck. Thank you.
So should we begin? Greetings everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Fahim Islam Onik from Mesh 3D and we want to grow towards a better future. Now let's dive in to the daily life of an agriculture. Now let's dive into the daily life of a farmer, of an average farmer in Bangladesh. He wakes up, goes to his small, fragmented land, and invests time, effort, money to produce different agricultural products. Now, ours is an agricultural country with 16.5 million farmer families, but sadly, mechanization in this field is yet to come. Most of the farmers are still using the traditional ways or devices, and this requires more effort, more time, more money, but the gain is less. And affording different big costly imported big machines like tractors, power tillers, that is both impossible and inefficient at the same time. There aren't any companies who are trying to address the issue and produce different small scale products for the farmers. There are some local manufacturers and workshop owners, but due to the poor product quality and fraud mentality, farmers are unwilling to cooperate with them. So we in Mesh 3D want to replace this traditional way by introducing affordable products for the farmers. And we have already done the design and development of 5 such products that you can see here. This will help the farmers in different ways. This will help the farmers to excavate land properly with less effort and less cost, extract potatoes from the ground with less manpower, and plant seedlings and seeds with less time and less waste. But now let's talk about how do we intend to go forward and actually make the products available in the market. But to do that, let's look at the beginning of how we actually started. We started 3 months back. Back then, we were simply an online service providing platform where we provided research and development based services to different manufacturing companies and clients. And as you can see here, we made a profit of 2.5 lakh BDT in only 3 months by providing all the services online. Now, this helped us in 3 ways. First of all, we could bootstrap and produce money. Secondly, we could grow experience and knowledge regarding actual product development. And thirdly, now we have a connection in the manufacturing community and country throughout the nation. So amongst the 5-stage process of actually entering the market, the first 2 is more or less covered. Because now we have a connection in the manufacturing community, we can actually think of a potential partnership and produce the products. But we also need to create connections in the agricultural field in different sectors so that the end consumers farmers can actually have the product and we can easily channel the value that we are creating towards the customer. And after managing a fund, we will start slow and easily grow to the market and expand. And we want to follow a timeline. We want to grow small, we want to start small and actually want to grow forward by providing these types of products in different portions throughout the country and achieve a break-even point within 5 years. Here you are seeing the summary of how this is all going to happen. We can actually begin with an initial find of 22 lakh BDT, and then we can move forward. This is going to be a simple business to customer model, and we will keep moving forward. Now, if we look at the team here, we will see that there are people from different fields and portions. So why is this happening? Why are all these individual people coming into the same platform? Because our goal is not just to produce small scale agricultural products. We have a vision. We want to move forward. So now we have this research and development service that is helping us bootstrap and generate profit. We also have the design and development of small scale agricultural product that we want to bring into market. But after that, instead of importing different agricultural products from foreign countries, we want to actually manufacture them here and then sell it into the market. And not we don't really want to restrict ourselves here. We also want to move on to the medical sectors and the aviation sectors as well, and create different devices in those sectors as well. And for that, we need different supports like financial and mentoring and proper connections. We hope to achieve it very soon. Keep us in your prayers. Thank you. That is all. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, thank you very much for impressive presentation. I do appreciate the concept. Do you need some investment, or you will use your own resources?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question. The thing is, sir, as we have mentioned already, that we have been providing different research and development services, and it helped us bootstrap. So we have a certain amount of money. So we are currently trying to focus on building up partnerships in different manufacturing fields, so that we can actually bring the product to market without initial big investment. But if there is investment, then we want the whole process is going to be accelerated, and we can actually start from a small region in a country and then move forward. So for now, the basic requirement is to create an actual partnership, make it feasible and viable, and then after generating enough amount, we want to be more independent throughout the whole process.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So what is the main unique selling point? Is it affordability, cheap price, quality, or uses?
Sir, actually, to be honest, it's the mixture of all of those things. Let me just be frank here. The thing is, if you look at the whole world at the present moment, you will see that different nations are actually introducing different agricultural innovations in their fields. But in our country, that hasn't happened. And because of the lack of that, farmers are actually having to give more input, more effort in their fields, and they are actually they do not know the benefits or what can happen by using different small scale products in their agricultural field. So if they can use that in all these sectors, they are going to be benefited. They are going to have to invest less money. The effort is going to be less. The time consumption is going to be less. So everything is a selling point. But the thing is, do the farmers know that this is going to help them or not? I think that is the most obstacle that we might face. So we are trying to figure that out. So how do we channel our values towards the farmers and all those things that we have to offer?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I think very impressive. You have already started, you have already generated revenue. That's really impressive. I'm really thankful for that spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship.
Thank you, sir.
That's what we all expect to create here in this space, that you will start something, not just the idea, you will start. So I really appreciate that. My work in terms of, I had the privilege of working in agriculture for a couple of years, and what I've seen, the challenge of users of technology or tools in Bangladesh is mainly smallholder farmers. Because the farming land is very limited, farmers cannot afford technology, or they don't eventually need technology. So one of the challenges that we faced when we thought about that, Bangladesh is one of the challenges, we need to feed this huge population, we need to increase our production, and technology is very much important. So innovation is one of the area, but also adaptation to farm level with affordability and with that kind of innovation is also a challenge. So how your product is actually solving that adaptation challenge with a smallholder farmer, and how you're competitive with the existing tools and technology manufacturers or importers. Like ACI is very big way in the market. They are importing all new machineries, and there are a few other companies who are doing this with scale in mind, with adaptation in mind. How you fit into that space of and that's very important for your scale and for your growth. So how you are there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the question. As you have mentioned, yes, actually, when I was actually reading different articles or research papers, most of them included this portion, that farmers are unwilling to cooperate, and they are not actually willing to come up with the issue of using technology, especially the small scale farmers. So why will they choose or why will they buy these products? So first of all, let me address the issue that most of the lands in our country, they are small and fragmented. Most of the farmers do not own big lands. So they do not actually need big devices like tractors or power tillers, or most of them cannot even afford them. So actually buying a big device is out of the question. Okay, so suppose I have a very small land. I am a farmer. I have like 10 decimals of land. Now I will not buy a big tractor to extract to actually cultivate within this land. So the devices that we have already shown you here, these are small affordable devices. For example, if I have a small land, I can use it here, and the price is not going to be that much. So this can be bought within the range of 5,000 to 10,000 or even less than that. So in case of buying or actually affording the device, that is a feasible option. The second is, do they understand the value of the product or not? That is a very important question. So for that, what we intend to do is, there are already existing different cultural, different agricultural associations in different districts. So we want to actually collaborate with them, or create a partnership with them, so that they already have a trust within the farmer community. So if we connect with them, then actually imparting the value of our product is going to be easier towards the farmers. So that is how we want to move forward with the whole aspect. And the case of you mentioned ACI and other companies who are manufacturing different or importing different devices. As I have already mentioned, those are big devices that cost a lot, and small scale farmers are not going to be able to afford them. So our main targeted consumers are actually small scale farmers who cannot afford big devices like tractors or power tillers.
Just a counter question. You have already a company called they're like a platform to rent equipment. So you're going to compete with that kind of platforms where you can rent equipments with very low cost without investing money, which is very difficult for Bangladeshi farmers. How you're competing with those kind of new technology platforms?
So I didn't get the question because of the net connectivity issue. Could you please summarize it on one line? I'm really sorry.
So you have like tractor rental service like Uber. There is platform in Bangladesh, and you can rent any kind of technology through that platform for your small lands, and that's going to fulfill the need of a smallholder farmers.
Okay. So I got the question, sir. Okay, so I got the question. So what happens is that sometimes farmers actually borrow different devices, or actually hire different devices to farm the land. So how are we going to cope up with that issue? So what happens is that in a particular time, when everybody needs a particular device, there is only one or two devices throughout the whole throughout the whole village to actually provide the help with. So in case of small scale products, everyone can afford them. So everyone will have that device. I think, sir, my net got disconnected. As I mentioned, sir, that as I mentioned that this is going to be available in everyone's affordability, so everyone can buy it. When anyone needs it, they can actually afford it.
Okay, maybe I have only just a very short question to you. Maybe I'll also go with the Saif little bit, because in Bangladesh, the farming is not large scale farming. This is a very fragmented
Unfortunately, our
farming.
participants froze due to internet connection
Okay,
issues.
no problem. So maybe we can go for the next one. Okay, so no problem.
Sorry, are there any questions?
No, I don't have any question for the timing. So you can go for the next one. So I think so.
your pitch, followed by a 5 minutes question and answer session. Best of luck. Your pitch begins now.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Am I audible and visible?
You're visible.
Okay. I think we're not still. Are we still? Are we streaming? I think no. Okay. Should I start now?
Yeah. Good to go.
Anyone from the authority? Should I start now?
Please start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered why there is a big difference between engineering graduates of developing and developed countries in case of capabilities and achievements? Everyone has access to the same resources for theoretical courses. Then what is the root cause of this? What is the actual reason? The actual issue is not looked upon by many people. And here comes MELBU. We are a small group of like-minded people aiming to resolve this problem. And we have found out that the main issue is with the practical-based courses. Now, as we are engineering students, we have pointed 3 key issues. I am Shahir Firdaus, and I will guide you through these issues. First cause is the equipments and machinery. Lab-based courses require a lot of equipments and machineries, which is not possessed by most of the institutions of our country. As a result, students cannot have intuitive feeling for that lab-based courses, and most of the equipments that we have, they're not enough for all the students. Then it comes to the resource and instructions. Resource and instructions are not enough to guide our students properly. As a result, most of the students are not sure that what they are doing in their lab courses. Finally, COVID-19. The effect of COVID-19 will remain for a long time. That is what we are sure. Our institutions are trying their best by carrying out theoretical courses via online classes, but without corresponding lab-based courses. Many institutions are trying to provide extra resources via video tutorials and video demonstrations, but they are not enough because they do not have interaction and evaluation capabilities for the teachers. As a result, students do not have effective lab-based courses. Online course providers are doing good in these things, but in the theoretical portion. In case of lab-based courses, they are facing the same issue. So what we have to solve this issue? My partner, Ashab Tajwar Khan, will describe this. Thank you, Ashab.
Thank you for letting me speak. Now let us go through what we will do. We will provide a fully interactive online-based virtual lab simulation. It will replicate all the features of a lab inside a computer screen. A complete learning management system will be provided where students will be assisted with various number of learning tools. Teachers and students can create labs virtually as per needs and preferences. Let's go to the use and benefits. Services are remotely accessible, so MELBU can be used anywhere from any device with just an internet connection.
There's a full set of customizable options. You can change or modify labs, environments, models, and any content that you're concerned with. Students can track the progress, how much they've completed, what is needed more, and how much they've improved over the past sessions. Webull allows a flexible evaluation system. Teachers can evaluate students based on their activity. Students or other individual users can self-evaluate to assess what they've learned. All users can experiment or test with equipment or other tools that have restrictions to use in real-life physical labs, thus gaining better understanding. The user interface is gamified, like those in video games. Our future projections will also include augmented and virtual reality. We have already planned and completed the designs for our services. The development has already started. Our prototype is reaching the end of its completion as we speak. Before launch, we plan to release the product to a reliable network of contacts. We will gather feedback from them and solve possible usability issues, for example, bugs. Once testing is completed, we will be ready for market in May 2021. The market projections will now be presented by Fatima Tasnim Esha, our head of administration. Thank you, Esha. Esha, your mic is off.
Extremely sorry for the technical difficulty. Okay. Thanks, Sasha, for letting me in. Webull is based on a subscription revenue model. We have got two customer segments that we will approach, institutions and individual users. We're focusing more on institutions since they're mostly affected by the problems. So we'll provide more services and facilities to this segment and also target them as main customers. To make this feasible, we have already sorted out unnecessary assets and costs. As of now, development is going through self-investment. However, we have estimated an amount of 250,000 of investment to implement further facilities. In our business projection, the first year of our operation is estimated to have lower revenue than the invested amount. But as more users accumulate and labs increase, revenues will amount higher in our consecutive operation years. So we're looking for 2.5 lakhs to grow fast. We want to scale the team, further develop the product, and make a big marketing push that will bring us to our first 800 users within the first year. We assure you, Webull will become the new norm for labs. We have the team, there is the pain, and this is the solution. Webull is going to change the way people think about labs. Thank you. Feel free to have any kind of questions.
Our presentation is over. Should I stop sharing my screen?
I think it's already stopped sharing. So thank you very much for this great presentation, great idea. Congratulations to this. I have actually, my question is just to get a better understanding of your idea of laboratories. Are you going to a specific field of laboratories? I'm a little bit aware that there are different kinds of fields. I think chemical laboratories, or even other things. Can you be more precise on this?
Actually, the laboratories facilities we're providing will be completely virtual, as in it can be controlled in a like a video game like environment or a virtual environment in a computer. We do not need to have a physical or actual lab or something like that, but something like that can be controlled within a computer, like software based. That's what we're aiming for. Every sort of lab can be virtualized and modelized under virtual and restrictions and completely bring up on computer systems.
Okay. Okay, then. Thank you so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, what are you producing actually? What is your main contribution? Is it the software that you want to develop? Is it the service that you want to provide to the, like, to the students or to the other universities? Or you will do something different? I'm a bit lost here.
What we're trying to achieve is that the missing things that are in our universities or other institutions that have lacking in lab-based courses. Many of our institutions or said universities, the lab-based courses missing a lot of things that we need in order to make sure for better understanding of practical courses. For example, many of the equipments or many of our machineries are not fully accessible. They need to be fully accessed or are used to get a better understanding. So what we're trying to do is build a virtual environment where there will be models and other replicable environments of lab facilities where you can easily access those models, tweak it however you like, or change it however you like, and make it more yours actually. You can actually, we're trying to make sure that customers can control what they're doing, which is actually missing in physical labs in our country.
Thank you so much for the presentation. I was really interested, and I searched the web, and I found LabStar is one of the lab provider which provides access to 1,000 plus universities and 3,000 plus high school and 3 million students around the world. How you are going to differentiate yourself with existing virtual lab providers? And it seems to me is a heavy investment business because governments are backing this or big universities are backing this kind of projects. How you three individual fit for this kind of big project?
I would like to describe this. Labster aims for extra alternative for the theoretical courses. They want to add the service with the theoretical courses, and by that course will be intuitive. But we are aiming on the main problem of our countries. We are engineering students, and our subject in our university is brand new. We are the first batch. We don't have our sensor and instrumentation laboratory. We are aiming that our institution, our department will buy subscription for all of our students for the lab, and we will just provide the customized lab facility what institution requires, what we requires, what our department requires. And by this, that the customization level is just is the thing that makes us unique. Because in case of Labstar, they have their own products, but we will have the products what institutions and students will require. Thank you.
Okay, I have only one question. I think Philip already asked you the question, but I didn't get the right answer because a lab can be of different types. So I think you are talking about a lab which is more instrument based lab, not like chemical lab or something like that, if I understand you correctly. Because, and I'm not sure about that, means whether you can simulate all types of lab or not, or you can simulate only very specific type of lab, or you can design something. And if I'm not wrong, you are the developer of software or you are the provider of services? Which one you are?
We're the provider of the services.
So then who will develop the software? So you will not develop the software.
We let me describe this. We will develop the softwares, but in our plan, we will start with the programming labs, because when we have done our programming labs, the evaluation system was so poor that most of the students don't even understood that what they are doing. And so we first aimed at the programming lab, because in case of programming lab, we don't have to make any simulation or 3D modeling. But then after providing this kind of labs, then we will go further to the simulations. But before simulation, we are trying to be things like gamified user interfaces, because in game you can really manipulate everything. So in case of the question that how every lab will be in gamified, so just imagine that in sensor and instrumentation labs, just you can manipulate your mouse to manipulate the sensor. In case of chemical lab, you can just you can see the chemical names, and you can just mix them without having any concern of danger. This kind of flexibilities we are trying to give to the students of these institutions. And other labs like mechanics lab, machine labs, these machines can be observed very closely, and which made things more intuitive, and that's what we are aiming. All of the labs may not be able to be gamified or to be virtual, but most of the labs that we do as engineering students can be can be virtual. Thank you.
Thank you, Team TriCube, for your nice speech. Now I would like to call upon the next team, calling Team 7, Team Docnify. Thank you for joining. You still have two of your team members left. Will they be joining shortly, or should we proceed with the presentation?
They will be joining shortly.
We can only allow 1 minute. If they don't join in 1 minute, you need to continue with the pitch. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Thank you for joining. You have 5 minutes for the pitch. After 5 minutes, you will have a question and answer session of 5 minutes as well. You may start your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I am Farhan Zaman for the Docmify team. Docmify is a next generation medical service. There might be many telemedicine platforms and facilities around the globe, and even if in Bangladesh. But do they really think about that person who earns not more than $6 per day? Or do they even think about those persons that who lives in a home which is 10 to 15 kilometers away from their nearest medical facilities? The only hope is that medical store at the corner of their local market. Or do they even think of that young boy who is getting ready for his upcoming exam alone in the dormitory? While everyone is on vacation, now suddenly he gets sick. No one is here to prescribe him or to buy him some medicine. We Docmify promise to give free medical consultancy to everyone. Now, within these slides, we'll be discussing about the problem that Docmify plans to solve, our team members, solutions, value propositions, the revenue model, our competitors, and our limitations with future plan. Now, for the problem part, I'll be discussing and sharing an experience of mine. A friend of mine, Oniban, at the middle of the night, calls me and asks me that if I have any known friends or family friends who is a doctor or is studying at medical college, and if I could help him to get him some medicine for fever and common cold by asking my friend. Fortunately, I had a friend. So Oniban was fortunate, but not everyone is like Oniban. Or if we think about those persons who is a rickshaw puller, earns not more than $6 per day, suddenly his 7 years old little girl got stomach pain, and because of food poisoning at middle of the night, he went to medical shop and shopkeepers tells him that he doesn't know the proper treatment or medicine for the stomach pain. Now I'll be welcoming MD Alamin.
Unfortunately, we don't have MD Alamin with us at the moment. Please continue with your presentation or end it if you like.
Unfortunately, MD Alamin is not with us due to some network issues. So I'll be sharing the experience of MD Alamin. Shubho is a LLB student. He got an examination in the morning, but he moves for the varsity. Suddenly he gets a call from her grandmother that he needs to get his grandmother to a doctor for checkup because of her asthma has increased due to common cold and weather. His parents both are service holders. Shubho needs to get to examination hall within 15 minutes. But what can Shubho do now? Now I will be telling MD Shakil.
Thanks, Farhan Jaman. Now let me share a experience of mine. One day, I went to a diagnostic center with my mom at 8 a.m. Sorry. And there I saw two people come to do medical test, and they were travel for 80 kilometers to came here, and they travel for 3 hours to be here. After doing the test, they asked the medical assistant when they might get the result. The assistant replied at 7 p.m. But the last bus for their home leaves at 6:30 p.m. So it is really annoying to wait for the serial to come for lab testing at diagnostic center. Now, as for the Docmify team, I am Mehdi Hasan Shakil. Along with me, we have MD Alamin and MD Farhan Jaman. Now, I am requesting MD Farhan Jaman for discussing the solution part.
Now, as for the solution part, Docmify is a platform that plans to provide primary medical consultancy in free for everyone. We believe medical treatment is everyone's basic right. Docmify plans to give free medical consultancy for everyone through its web application and mobile application. For those people who don't have access to smartphones, for those we plan to set a medical booth supported by nearest medical shop owners. For elderly people, Docmify plans to hire employee from medical training institutes as freelancer. Now, Shakil will be discussing another part.
Thanks, Paranjaman.
Sorry, time is up. We need to proceed with the question and answer session. Please stop your presentation.
Sorry.
We're extremely sorry.
Sorry, I didn't see my microphone is unmuted. Can I start again?
Hello.
I think the time is up, so
Unfortunately, you cannot continue with your presentation at the moment. You are already in the question and answer session. Please respond to the judges' questions.
Yes, okay. Okay, then, thank you. Unfortunately, we had not the chance to see all of your presentation. So I understood that you try to provide telemedicine service to village areas. Yes, so it's, I guess, an idea. But I understood you want to provide the service for free. So, but how do you think you make money out of this?
Basically, we're not trying to sell the telemedicine services with money. Rather, we'll be gathering data from the telemedicine platform, and we'll be selling this data to medical research firms and the pharmaceuticals, and we'll be earning from them. And also, we have caregiving facilities, and in Bangladesh, there is not so many caregiving facilities. We'll be earning a portion from them. And we also plan to suggest our patients to our nearest diagnostic centers. Those diagnostic centers will be connected with us, and we'll get some commissions from them.
No, okay. Okay, thank you for the answer.
If I might include that that big data market of telemedicine sector will be reaching 39.05 billion US dollar by the end of 2025. So I think it's a big market. And Bangladesh is a country of 16 crore people.
Yes, okay. What I know, I don't know the Bangladeshi market. So in Germany, for example, or in Europe, we have big issues with personal data to sell them to any kind of B2B business. But might be that a situation. Did you ever checked on the regulation? First of all, allowed? Can you hear me still? You are allowed to collect this data and sell this to other companies.
Yes, I can hear you, but not clearly so well. We're trying to sell the data or to gather the data, to collect the data by signing them an agreement form under the terms and condition form. We'll be taking the data from there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Have you considered about data protection?
Yes, the data will be secured. Yes, the data will be secured under our own server. We will maintain a high security. We have also taken some security precaution because we have already seen that from Zoom about the data leaks from the Zoom platform. So we're also planning for the contingencies. So.
Thank you for the presentation. Because we didn't have opportunity to watch all online, I am referring to those we received earlier. And I noticed on the presentation there is a web page, docmify.com. Did you already register this?
Yes, we registered it 2 years earlier, but due to having some university issues and study purposes, we are going slow. But at the final year of my education, we have already developed some prototypes, and we are working on the front end. So we are planning to deploy the telemedicine platform Docmify within end of the June 2021. You will be seeing in the market.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Docmify, for your presentation. Now I would like to welcome our last team, Team Inner Circle, for their final pitch. Thank you for joining. You only have 5 minutes for your pitch. Please share your screen. Please share your screen and proceed with your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
So, should I start?
Please start.
So, Susanna, should I start?
Yes, Tausif, you can start.
Yeah, I'll be starting within 5 seconds. Farmers are the backbone of any country's economy. And like every country, farmers are the backbone of Bangladesh's economy too. But are they leading a happy life? Let's take a look at the few of the numbers and find that out. Now, farmers get less than 30% of the profit of the total agriculture value chain, whereas a middleman who grab more than 40% of the profit. Moreover, they lack technical knowledge, any kind of information and resources. And just in the last year, more than 22,000 crore worth of crops actually went to waste because of the misconnection between the stakeholders. Now, this is how a supply chain of a typical agriculture value chain look like. Farmers, when they need funds, they go to the bank, which requires higher interest rate. Then they produce crops with their minimal knowledge and resources. After that, they sell them to the middleman. And after increasing the price twice or thrice, the middleman actually sell to the retail and superstores. And finally, the consumers are the one that buys it. So more often or not, life of a farmer actually trapped in a chain of debt, chain of rejection, and chain of illiteracy. But what's the core issue here? Because there's a big crack between the farmers and the other stakeholders. There's the thing that's leading them to all the sufferings. What's our big idea? Our big idea is to connect the farmers in the agricultural value chain by leveraging the technology to give farmers all the resources they need. So with that, we come up with our idea, AgroSeva, empowering farmers by integrating them in the value chain. If you can take a look at our value proposition and vision, all those things actually lie on the same thing. We will be trying to actually create a common pathway which will consist of the investors, the farmers, and the superstores to make win-win situation for all of them by eliminating the middleman. And our USPs, some of our USPs are the inclusion of independent investor, real-time market information, food wastage reduction, and streamlined agricultural value chain.
We'll be providing 3 services. Agro-financing to give financial access to the farmers, connecting the stakeholders, and giving resources to the farmer in our platform. In the front end, we will focus on the user interface, and in the back end, we will be using real-time database and blockchain to ensure instantaneous updates. But wait, most farmers don't even have smartphones, so how to include them to our platform? The solution is the UDC collaboration. There are more than 4,500 UDCs in the whole country where the villagers get all kinds of digital services without any cost. We'll be collaborating with UDCs to make them as a hub for us. So farmers can go there, simply put their information and register to our platform without any money. And they are all good to get all the benefits we'll be providing. Let's take a look on how the services will work. Agro-financing. We'll be ensuring funds for farmers via investors. Interested investors can get all the information and feed their money on the farmers of their preference. By registering to our platform, farmers will be able to get advices about farming, know about the market demand, weather forecast, etc., which will nurture their farming technique and educate themselves. AgroSeva will also work as a liaison between the farmers and the superstores. Based on market demand, superstore can order and get the fresh products directly from the farmers.
Now, to promote AgroSeva to rural areas, we will focus on the UDC marketing, shop signboards, and superstore branding. These initiatives will increase the brand awareness and promote the benefits we will be offering. The superstore branding will also create an emotional bonding among the farmers and the consumers. We will be also running our campaigns on social media to touch our other stakeholders. Making a community of farmers is always a hard thing to do as they tend to be really uninterested in new things. So we will be giving free training and education to female, giving scholarships and financial funds to the children of farmers to show our credibility. Moving on. So what are the source of our revenue? We will be charging the investors 6% cut of their investments, and for superstores there will be a monthly subscription fee. In exchange to that, we are giving the investors the opportunity to get a possible profit based on their proportional investment, and the superstore will be able to assess the market demand and connect to the farmers to source directly from them. Here is a summary of our business model. In this canvas, you can see multiple stakeholders and other aspects of our business that we have discussed. So here you can see the timeline for our business for the next 5 years. For the scale financials, we have an approximate budget of 66.4 million BDT for the first year. Our ROI after the first year will be around -4%, and we are hoping to get a profit of 93 million BDT after 5 years. There might be a problem in gaining trust of farmers, partnering with investors and superstores. To mitigate these obstacles, we will be focusing on arranging rural campaigns, promoting the attractive possibility of profits on investing on agriculture, and putting out the importance of getting fresh crops and vegetables.
As we discussed with AgroSeva, our main goal is to empower farmers by integrating them into the digital
Thank you
equation.
for your presentation. Your time is up. You need to attend the question and answer session right now. Thank you.
Okay, then first of all, thank you very much for this great presentation and the great idea. Really appreciate this. I guess like the microcredits are always a big issue for farmers, as we can see. Yes, actually, my question is, when you say you are replacing middleman, as let's say you identified here like the evil source of that, Actually, are you not becoming the middleman yourself?
Sir, you can say, sir, actually what do the middlemen actually work is they actually delay the crops, and this is why actually many crops actually goes to the waste. Because we are just working as a platform to give access to the real stakeholders like the investors, the farmers, and the superstores. Because we believe the thing that the middleman actually doing is kind of illegal actually, because they actually put those into their storage, and actually they wait for the crops to actually go to the price. When the price is up, then they actually putting this into the superstores, because they, yes, you can see that we are not the middleman, but we will actually like to position ourselves as a platform, as a digital platform where everyone can see the transparency and every stakeholders can get a better and win-win situation. So we're not middleman, but and for the middleman, as you say, the middleman would be cut. But we think if they can see that we're working for the betterment of all, we hope that on the future they will actually become a part of AgroSeva as well.
Okay, great. Maybe just one additional questions to this. How you came up with this idea, with this great idea?
Actually, sir, if I may ask about, there are some organizations which actually work for the finance part recently because of the digital revolution in Bangladesh. Like recently, an organization named IPDC Finance, they actually give financing to SMEs, and also there is an organization which an agriculture organization which actually giving finance to the farmers. But what they are not doing is, now if you can ask me to actually give finance to farmers, I won't do that, because I won't have the transparency and I won't be sure that they are actually connected to the superstores. But if we can actually make all the stakeholders in the same platform, the investor and the superstore, then everyone can know what's going on. Everyone can access the information, and everyone can have that trust in us. And we hope that we will get funds from different kind of big organizations who will be actually investing on us because of our new model.
And in adding to that, in this Corona time, I have spent some time in my village. So there I have talked with many farmers with them, and there we have come up this idea that they have no idea that how can they get financing, or how can they improve their they don't know about the market situation in the cities and other places in Bangladesh. So then we thought that this platform can be a great solution for them.
Okay, I have only one question to you as a team. So, what is the strength of your idea and what is the weakness of your idea?
Yes, sir. So first I will talk about the weakness. So the weakness is, sir, because most of the farmers are really not very attracted to new platform, because that's why to make a community for a digital platform is always hard for rural people, because they are, first of all, they're uneducated. Most of them don't have smartphones. So I think making a community of them is really hard. So that's something we have to really put our efforts on. And for the strength part is, as I already said, even if there's an organization like an international organization which is actually working on the financing part, but our strength is we are also actually including the superstores as well, because without superstores you won't have the idea that the middlemen are actually cut down. So I think if we can give our stakeholders the assurance that we're cutting down the middlemen, that those who are having the most profits, so that we hope that superstores will be also interested to invest on our monthly subscription fee, and the investors will also be actually trying to make investment as we're eliminating the middleman. And also one thing is, sir, I think one new thing is about that the UDC part, because they are actually 4,500 UDCs in Bangladesh, government based. So where you can get all kind of digital platforms without any cost. So we believe that we can go to the collaboration with agricultural ministry, so that we can actually collaborate with the UDCs and make them as one kind of our hub, so that farmers can feel easy to actually connect with us. So actually, I would say that the total collaboration and the collaboration with UDC are our main strengths, and the weakness is that to make a community can be really hard for a digital platform.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I have a couple of questions, I guess. One is, have you heard the name iFarmer, which is a recent platform of agri
Yes, sir.
investment and agri support, and also the platform to eliminate or reduce whatever you say the middleman to benefit the farmers. Exactly the idea what you have said. They have recently raised more than $600,000, and the second raise will be probably around $1.5 million. So they are going good. The idea is good, and they have already implemented what you have actually ideated. Now, how you are going to compete with iFarmer if you implement your project?
So what we have find out is the, as I say, the UDC collaboration part, and the second thing is that the superstore part, because what they're doing is actually good. They're actually trying to get the investors into their platform. But I believe that the collaboration in the UDCs and the superstores, because even if you ask me to actually invest on iPharma, I would be kind of feel hesitated, because I'm not sure, even if they're calling that they will be eliminating the middleman, but I'm not sure they are actually working with the superstores, because that's the some kind of innovativeness of our idea, because we are actually creating a database where superstore can also come and access the information, and the farmers can also actually.
Have you identified the volume of superstores in Bangladesh, and what is the volume that they consume in terms of the proportion of total volume of production in any agriculture produce sector? That's very minimum. Our total organized retail is only 3% of the total production. So superstore connection doesn't mean that you can connect a lot of farmers. You can probably connect one village of Bangladesh for superstore consumption. The main market is actually wholesale market like Corona Bazar, like general people's consumption. So I don't believe superstore connection is going to benefit the farmers. Yes, obviously, if you can accommodate with more wholesale market, if you can connect with more wholesale market, that's going to benefit more farmers. And superstore is not an advantage for me. The second point, you said that the communication center of the government, there is still a struggling to bring farmers there. Farmers don't go there to get information, and that's a behavioral issue, because our uneducated farmers, they don't believe that a computer can give all the information they need. They need a physical person to give them information. So there this cultural and physical barrier of reaching to farmers. So some of our project, when I was working in agriculture, we have seen that it's always better to go physically to connect with farmers, talk with them physically, to connect with them. And it's a challenging part, as some of the other judges were saying, that connecting with farmers is very challenging.
Yes, actually, for slight limitation, we couldn't show you some kind of plans, because for our communication plan, we actually told about the giving them financial funds and giving them scholarship for women farmers, because I believe that will make us kind of believable and trustable for them. So actually, first we won't be looking for finance. First we'll be looking for actually make a community, so that the investors and the superstores, and initially we actually choose superstores because I believe they had this digital thing, because the wholesalers are also actually not interested in kind of online platform. But we believe if we can actually include the superstores and the investors, then we have better credibility as well. So that
And sir, adding to that, we are also trying to that we want to give the farmers that social recognition we have to give them. If we can show them that we care for them, and we are there for them when the disaster and the natural calamities are there, and we help them to bring their family to the better life, to get their family a better life. So maybe then the farmers will trust us, and they will have the help us. And we have a one plan from the previous round, that we also proposed a physical representative in each of the areas we are discussed in the previous slides. But in this round we have a slight limitation, so that's why we didn't include it in this. So
Thank you, teammate, for your wonderful presentation. I guess we don't have any more questions from the judges. So we are at the end of our pitch session. We thank all the judges for their patience and support. Now we'll be moving on to a 10 minutes break, where in the first 5 minutes, Durjoy will be taking over to make an announcement, and the rest 5 minutes, we will just take some rest and get back to the announcement of results. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thanks a lot to Mr. Ifas Ahmed Bhaya for conducting this amazing participants pitching session. And thanks to all of our viewers who have been constantly been staying with us since the beginning. And with the permission of the authority, and I would like to announce something. And I would like to announce it in Bengali because it's not a agenda. It's not any part of the agenda of our MELBU. So I would like to announce it on behalf of them. আমি এখন যে ঘোষণাটি দিতে যাচ্ছি সেটি হচ্ছে বঙ্গবন্ধু ইনোভেশন গ্র্যান্ট বিগ অ্যাক্টিভেশন প্রোগ্রামের আওতাধীন খুলনা জেলায় অভিহতকরণ কর্মশালার ব্যাপারে। এটি তথ্য ও যোগাযোগ বিভাগের আওতাধীন চলমান আইডিয়া প্রকল্পের অন্তর্ভুক্ত। সরকারের রূপকল্প 2021 বাস্তবায়নের অংশ হিসেবে বাংলাদেশ উদ্ভাবন ইকোসিস্টেম এবং উদ্যোক্তা সংস্কৃতি গড়ে তোলার লক্ষ্যে তথ্য ও যোগাযোগ প্রযুক্তি বিভাগের আওতায় বাংলাদেশ কম্পিউটার কাউন্সিল এর তত্ত্বাবধানে প্রধানমন্ত্রী তথ্য ও যোগাযোগ প্রযুক্তি বিষয়ক মাননীয় উপদেষ্টা জনাব সজীব ওয়াজেদ মহোদয়ের চিন্তাপ্রসূত উদ্ভাবন ও উদ্যোক্তা উন্নয়ন একাডেমি প্রতিষ্ঠাকরণ আইডিয়া ইনোভেশন ডিজাইন অ্যান্ড এন্টারপ্রেনারশিপ একাডেমিক শীর্ষক প্রকল্পের কার্যক্রম চলমান রয়েছে। জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমানের জন্মগত বার্ষিকী উপলক্ষে প্রকল্পের পক্ষ হতে বঙ্গবন্ধু ইনোভেশন প্ল্যান বিগ প্রতিযোগিতার আয়োজনের পরিকল্পনা গ্রহণ করা হয়েছে। বঙ্গবন্ধু ইনোভেশন গ্র্যান্ট বিগ অ্যাক্টিভেশন প্রোগ্রামের আওতায় দেশের 8টি বিভাগে দিনব্যাপী কর্মশালা পরিচালনা করা হচ্ছে। এ অবস্থায় 1 ডিসেম্বর 2020 খ্রিস্টাব্দ জেলা প্রশাসকের কার্যালয় খুলনার সম্মেলন কক্ষে সংযুক্ত অনুষ্ঠানটি দিনব্যাপী অনুষ্ঠিত হবে। উক্ত কর্মশালায় অংশগ্রহণের জন্য যারা ইচ্ছুক তাদের উদ্ভাবনী উদ্যোক্তাদেরকে উৎসাহিত করা হচ্ছে এই পটেনশিয়াল প্রতিনিধি হিসেবে এই কার্যক্রমে এবং দিনব্যাপী কর্মশালায় অংশগ্রহণ করার জন্য। সকাল 9:30টার দিকে অনুষ্ঠানটি শুরু হবে অংশগ্রহণকারীদের রেজিস্ট্রেশনের মাধ্যমে এবং দিনব্যাপী চলতে থাকবে। ধন্যবাদ। And this was the announcement, and we'll stay tuned with us because after the 5 minutes break we are coming up with the amazing feedback from our adjudicators panel, and we are going to announce the much awaited results for our MELBU Presents Future Founders League. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back after 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome again to all of our viewers and everyone who is watching this grand finale of MELBU Presents Futures Founder League. So before starting our last segment for today's grand finale, I would like to mention a name of a representative from Startup Khulna, Mr. Mehdi Hassan. So those who are willing to join tomorrow's workshop are requested to also communicate with Mr. Mehdi Hassan, who is a representative of Startup Khulna, and his communication number is 01 918-639-007. I repeat, the contact number of Mr. Mehdi Hassan, the representative of Startup Khulna, is 01918639-007. So for any sort of further information and queries, please feel to reach out to Mr. Mehdi Hassan. So getting back to our grand finale, now I'd like to take the feedbacks from our respected, esteemed adjudicators panel. For that, I'd like to welcome, first of all, Dr. Professor Mohammad Nur Alam. Can you have sir on the screen? We are waiting for sir's appearance.
Okay, so I think you can hear me. So
yes, sir, I can hear you properly. So I'd like you to tell us your feedback and your valuable insights. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much, MELBU, for giving me the opportunity and selecting me as one of the esteemed judges. So I really enjoyed the session with a lot of other experts, and the young mind, they really presented fantastic ideas. I feel that idea-wise, all the ideas, they were really fantastic. Yes, some ideas were really extremely good and other were also really good. But I also believe that MELBU is doing a fantastic job because our government is trying to also promote the entrepreneurship in Bangladesh. And MELBU is a platform, I think that they are looking for the ideas, and we know that idea is life, because if you have idea, then you can succeed. So if you want to really get a good economy, that means the economy that we are targeting, that we will be the developed country or developing country, something like that, we need high entrepreneurship in Bangladesh. Particularly, we need specifically the opportunity-based entrepreneurship. And I think that MELBU is doing a fantastic job, and the young mind, they have presented fantastic ideas. And once again, thank you very much, MELBU, for selecting me as one of the judges. I really enjoyed working with MELBU and all the respective judges. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot to Professor Dr. Nur Alam, sir. Now moving on. Wait a bit. Now moving on to our next adjudicator, we'd like to take feedback from Dr. Piote Woledza. Can you have Dr. Piote Woledza on the screen, please?
Good evening. Again, thank you for inviting me to the jury. I am impressed by all presentations. I like all ideas. I wish all of them to be implemented because they really deserve it. Regarding feedback, maybe a few tips for the future. In some presentation, size of the fonts, even I am still young, or I feel young, but I was not able to read some of the text. So some of the slides, I would say, were really overloaded with the text. And for team presentation, this is really good idea to present a pitch in a team, and then the transfer of the voice from one person to another person should go really smoothly, without any stoppage, that the person who is listening really doesn't know that something changed in the presentation. Thank you once again for invitation, and I'm keeping finger crossed for all projects. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your valuable feedback, Dr. Piote. Now I'd like to call our another adjudicator, Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman. We'd like to take feedback from Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman, sir. Can we have Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman on the screen, please?
Right, so thank you very much for inviting me to this session. And I really enjoyed, like, you have some very, very wonderful idea. Idea-wise, all of you are winner. There is no loser today. I mean, in terms of, if we actually evaluate just the idea, where was the difference? Difference could be like, the way you present it. Now, for entrepreneurship and innovation, if we want to combine these two things together, you need to remember, like, entrepreneurs are like birds, So when you see some birds are flying in the sky, now one bird you will see at the front. Now this bird actually see, I mean, where there will be some foods, where there will be some waters and other things. We call it like a front bird. Now this bird actually, can see tomorrow. Now when you are developing these products, you are actually making these initiatives. That means you are making products for tomorrow, not for today. If you can ensure that one, like by bringing sustainability, feasibility, and other things, that we are making something for tomorrow. Like when you're talking about farmers and others, then people will say like, okay, I mean, this is not possible in Bangladesh. We have enough farmers, enough people. But you can say we are making things for tomorrow because we believe we'll have different Bangladesh tomorrow. So thank you very much. And thank you.
We totally agree with you, Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman, sir, because in such competitions, those who qualify for the finale, they all are actually winners. But at the end of the day, we cannot crown the championship title to everyone. It's a competition. So we need to move forward. So we had with us our another esteemed judge, Mr. Sheikh Saif Al Rashid Bhaiya, but for some unfortunate reasons, he couldn't be able to give his feedback here. And last but not the least, our another adjudicator, Mr. Philip Freebill. We'd like to get feedback from our Mr. Philip Freebill, sir. Can you have Mr. Philip on the screen, please?
Yes, thank you for a nice question. Okay, and after my questions, and I hope that my connection is stable. Right now, I hope now you can hear me. So first of all, I would like to thank all the organizers of the Professor Nabi as head and his as he said. So he asked Rafi today. So thank you very much for organizing all this. Thank you to all the jury members for taking time and valuable feedback. And also, I want to thank all participants and viewers. It is you who made this in the end happening. We saw a lot of good ideas.
So thanks a lot, Mr. Philip Freebill, for his feedback. Due to some technical glitches, Mr. Freebill couldn't complete his speech, but we understand that in this sort of virtual programs, it happens. So with that, Yes, Mr. Freebill
Yes.
has connected with us again. Welcome
Yes,
back,
I
sir.
hope. Yes, let me just shortly finish. I hope this connection stays. So again, thanks to all of you. As already said, everyone is a winner, and I just want to motivate you. This is just one of a lot of pitches you will have in your life, and the market in the end will decide which idea or solution will win on the market. So it's not only this pitch. So think about this. And before I lose the connections again, please give me the chance to announce our valuable winners of Future Founders League 2020. So I will start with the third place, our let's say second runner-up. So I would like to congratulate team number 2, UTech, to our third place. Congratulations to this great idea. We hope we see your pencils soon on the market. Let me then go to our second winner. On the second place, and this makes me very proud because it is a team of females. So congratulations to team number 4 and Go Solo. Most of luck with snail serum on the market. Cross my fingers for this. So congratulations, ladies. And our champion, our winner of Future Founders League 2020 is team number 5, Mesh 3D. Congratulations to the gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen of the team. You made a great job, and I hope you can hear me. So congratulations to all you, and I will give back to the host. And thank you very much for being part of our MELBU journey.
Well, we are so grateful to you, Mr. Philip Freebill, for staying with us, adjudicating this grand finale and announcing all the winners of the very first edition of MELBU Presents Futures Founder League. Thanks a lot, Mr. Freebill. Inshallah, for sure we're going to work together again. With that hope, we'll hear you from again. Thank you, Mr. Philip.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the winners and the top 3 teams of our very first edition of MELBU Presents Futures Founder Leagues. I would like to congratulate again our second runner-up, Team 2, UTech, our first runner-up, Team 4, Go Solo, and our champion, Team 5, Mesh 3D. Congratulations to all the 3 teams and a huge round of applause to all of them, and hats off to all these 3 teams' hard works. And those who couldn't make it to the top 3 or even in the grand finale or just participated anyhow in this competition, I just want to say that it's not the end. It's only just the beginning for all of us. So in future, MELBU is also going to arrange more new exciting projects and also build numerous platforms for students to showcase their talents and get benefited from the community and the opportunities that we create. Our second runner-up with that will receive 40,000 BDT support fund from MELBU. Congratulations. And moving on to our first runner-up, will receive 60,000 BDT as support fund, and the champions team is going to receive 1 lakh BDT as support fund. Congratulations to all the 3 teams, and a big huge round of applause to our organizing team, our awards partner, all the people who supported MELBU and the Future Founders League from the back end, and the technical support, the organizing team, all the partner universities, the clubs, the campus representatives. It would have been a very grand celebration if it's not for the pandemic situation. But don't worry, we are here with an announcement also that within a very short span, we're going to reach out to all the winners of MELBU Presents Futures Founder League, all the campus ambassadors, and all the team, all the people who are with the team. And we're going to arrange a winning ceremony session for all of them. So don't get disheartened. We are also going to celebrate within a short period. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was it, and congratulations again to all the winning teams and also to those who came this far and battled. We hope MELBU will continue its legacy through the flagship program. Until then, wishing everyone good luck, and we are announcing the closing of this event. This is me, your host, Gaji MB Ashrafuddin Durja, bidding you goodbye. Thank you very much.